speaking of China, the South China Sea taking center stage of the ASEAN summit talks, the Association of Southeast Asia talks. So what are you looking at on the screen? The before and after, where they are actually building up their military and building those fake islands. They're backing and filling, bringing in landfill to actually create islands. So guess what? Now, this whole what's supposed to be a business meeting is turning into a diplomatic attempt to find a solution to the maritime disputes right there where China and several other states have conflicting and overlapping claims. China has historically said it's got a right to all of the South China Sea, so we're just building 7 artificial islands. Is this a trade story or a trade or tension story? And what can we expect to hear from the president in just a few short minutes? Because he will take to that podium live in Rancho Mirage. With me now is the former director for ASEAN Affairs at the U.S. Trade Representative and Policy Advisor for International Trade, Eric Shimp. Eric, great to have you here. And these trade talks with China, is it about trade or is it about the tensions?
Hi, Liz. Thanks for having me on.
Sure.
The talks with the leaders from the 10 nations from Southeast Asia are about both. ASEAN is a vital partner to the U.S. in the region, both in terms of security partners as well as in terms of a vibrant market of 500 million people with whom the United States trades.
Okay.
And a number of those countries, including Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, are members of a new trade agreement, the Trans-Pacific Partnership Free Trade Agreement, which was just signed a couple of weeks ago by the United States. So it's both politics and it's economics. Politics
and economics. But then explain to viewers why they should care beyond an artificial island that they may never see or be a part of it all. Look, you're going to see better trade when it comes to biologics, when it comes to milk imports and exports. Where is it going to pay off for America and the United States?
So the Trans-Pacific Partnership Free Trade Agreement is with the U.S. between the U.S. and 11 other countries, including Japan.
Right.
So the third largest economy in the world.
But not China.
Not China yet. China's working on a competing free trade agreement with a number of other nations. But if you're looking at major market openings for the United States, we'll certainly see benefits for all of our services exports, including financial services. It is a major win for the U.S. agricultural community in terms of new access to Japan's market, as well as the other 11 nations that we have not enjoyed before. All in all, by the time the agreement's fully implemented in 2030, Americans should expect in the aggregate income increases of as much as $130 or $140 billion. We'll also see investment among those countries increase. Inbound investment is projected to increase as much as $500 billion, and outbound investment, because they're growing, will rise up to as much as $300 billion.
Hey, we'd love to see that, but actually seeing the reality of it happen, it may be far away. Will this thing even pass? You had the Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, saying on Sunday Morning Futures on Fox News that he's not sure the votes are there, even though he's been supportive of it.
The Speaker's right. The votes are not there, either on the Republican side or within the president's own party. It's a bit ironic that, President Obama, when he was campaigning for office years ago, he was critical of U.S. trade policy, and over the course of his administration, he's taken strides to make improvements. Now it's up to him to make the biggest sell on trade of his career now that he's completed to his own party. Right. The heaviest critics of free trade are certainly within the Democratic Party. Plus, we have the enormously unhelpful timing of a presidential campaign and a national congressional election year as well. So you have almost all of the candidates on either side are against the agreement, and you have members of both parties in the Congress responding to popular concerns regarding the impact of trade on jobs. So we are not likely to see a vote, at least until a lame duck session after November.
I'm seeing the word gridlock.
Even
as I close my eyes, gridlock. Great to see you, Eric. Thank you for explaining this to our viewers. Very important. He's the former director for ASEAN and Korean Affairs at the U.S. Trade Representative.